Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of my Ironman Progress series. I've got a pretty hefty goal for today. I want to get all 3 Voidwaker pieces and assemble the Voidwaker in a single episode. If you're up to date on my YouTube series, you know that for the most part, I've been lucky at most places in the game, but the Voidwaker is the only place I've really gone dry for. I went about 3 to 4 times dry on the drop rate, cumulatively across all bosses, of expecting to get a single Voidwaker piece, and I ended up eventually just moving on to new content, but the fact that I didn't have a Voidwaker always kind of bothered me. It's always been at the back of my mind, and I've always known that eventually I'm going to be going back to get it anyway. And so before I can go to my next piece of content that I want to do, which is where I'm at right now, Tombs of Amasket, I know I have to go back and I have to get the Voidwaker. So that's what today's episode is all about. I'm going to be getting all 3 pieces of the Voidwaker in a single video. So let's get to it. All right, so trying to decide which wilderness boss I want to go for first. I definitely want to use the bludgeon, so that narrows it down to either Spindle or Calvarion. And with that said, I think I want to start with the one that I am looking forward to less, I guess you could say. I like to try and get the hard one out of the way, or not necessarily hard, but just something I am putting off and not as excited about. I like to go ahead and do that one first. So just a reminder, looking at the Venenatus and Spindle log here, we are definitely over drop rate at this boss. We have 821 Spindle KC, and we also have 422 solo. All of those were solo Venenatus KC, so we are well beyond due for the Voidwaker gem. So hopefully we can get that. I will also say I really like the Venenatus / Spindle pet for whatever reason, so would actually be thrilled to get that. And also it would be cool because at that point we're going to be getting the green log. When we get the Voidwaker gem, we will be getting this thing. So anyway, I think this is the boss that seems like the most difficult or the most uphill battle for me, so I kind of want to just go and do that one first. Because I feel like if I get that one out of the way, then the next 2 are going to feel easy, and I don't know, I'm going to be rejuvenated and locked in and ready to go. So I'm starting with Spindle. So before I can lock in on Spindle, I want to get a Trowver Parchment so that I can lock my Infernal Cape. I am going for the absolute most DPS that we can get at Spindle, so I am going to be taking my Infernal Cape, which means I need to get the Trowver Parchment so that I can lock it. So let's go send some LMS so that we can get the Trowver Parchment. Alrighty then, so we have our 18 points. Let's buy our Trowver Parchment. And then I believe we can just use our Infernal Cape on Purdue. Is that how it works? Yes, lock the item. So now we should hopefully not lose it when we die. Hopefully. we should not lose it when we die. Because I am trying to do this as quickly as possible, I also decided to go get another pair of dragon boots. And these are not going to be included in my protected items. I will lose these if I die, but I do think it's worth the time investment to go ahead and get them and just try my best not to die. So it took about 136 KC to get them, but I do think it's going to definitely be worth it in the long run. Then I went over and made a couple thousand iron darts because you do need some type of fast weapon for the little minions that Spindle spawns. So this only took, 20 minutes or so, but this is what we're going to be using for the spiderlings. All right, here goes nothing. So my protected 3 items right now are the bludgeon. I'm also bringing my Rancor and Ultor ring. And then technically the dragon boots are protected on death as long as I have the protect item prayer up, and then the infernal cape is locked. So this is the initial setup. I'm sure we'll end up making tweaks, but for right now, I just want to get some KC and maybe we'll just get spooned early and move on. Oh well, it is what it is. I just bought a second Trowver Parchment. Reason being is the fighter torso does give me a max hit. And so because I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, I am going to go ahead and lock this thing with Purdue as well. It's another 500k. So it's going to be, I'm risking like well over a mil now, which I don't feel great about, but it is what it is. Like, hopefully I just don't die. That's the plan. Just don't die. And just one more tip of the iceberg thing before I start fully locking into Spindle. I like to show you guys these type of things because I feel like it is helpful for some viewers. But anyway, I did also set up a Kara longer, I don't know if that's how you say it, teleport in my POH because it is a little bit closer to Spindle than running from the Ferox Enclave. And also I feel like it's just going to be less risk in general because I think there's less people in that area as opposed to camping outside Ferox Enclave to try and PK people. So that's the plan. Well, we started doing some Spindle and I quickly realized that the KC, it was just not going by fast enough. I had to increase it even more. So I did something that I really never thought I would do on my Ironman account. I took my Dragon Warhammer to the wilderness, and this is pretty risky actually. This is my +1, so if I get smited and get PK'd, then yeah, I will lose my Dragon Warhammer. Don't really recommend this to anyone, but you know what? It is what it is. Hopefully I don't die. Again, the plan is to not die, but it will speed up the kills dramatically. And on top of that, I'm also bringing Death Charge so that I can get as many special attacks in as possible with it. If I can just land one Dragon Warhammer spec per kill, it's going to speed up my kills by a very large margin. So it's worth it. It is risky. It feels a little crazy. This might not age well, but it is what it is. I'm going to try. That was close. Oh, that felt close. I think that's my sign to go to bed. That's it for night 1, up to 915 KC. Did about 100-ish KC today, so not a bad start. All right, there's the first unique of the video, a treasonous ring. This is our second on the account on 927 KC. There's a dragon pickaxe on KC 977. Time for another clip. I am coming at you live with KC number 1000. We are officially in the quadruple digits.
I haven't looked at it.
I think Michigan. Oh, there's another dragon pickaxe. Number 12.
Yeah, YouTube, number 12.
Oh, treasonous ring on KC 1082. I believe that's my third. Nice. All right, KC 1107. And you're like, that's a really random KC milestone to make a clip about. That's because I missed KC 1100, okay? Don't talk about it. Just don't ask questions. Just roll with it. Ooh, that one was actually a little close. PMs almost got me got. I'm not going to lie. Dang, there are a lot of PKers today right now, man. I am only getting 41 kph because it seems like every single trip I'm having to teleport. No, another dragon pickaxe. Dragon pickaxe number 13 on KC 1164. And the two missed Dragon Warhammer specs to go with it. Let's frickin' go. We're eating, boys. We are eating. All right, there is KC number 1200 here at Spindle. It's going by quick. It's going by quick. Checking in with you guys at KC number 1300. I am literally down to my last Divine Super Combat. And I do have half of a Botanical Pie, so I'm going to do my little 20 tick boost trick, which is not fun to do, but it's definitely worth it. And I'm going to make some more Divine Super Combats so that we can do some more KC at Spindle. I'm trying to decide how many crystal shards I should actually turn into crystal dust for this. So I think each shard gives you 10. Is that right? Let's check. Yeah, so each shard gives you 10, which means that's like 2.5 Divine Super Combats per crystal shard. I probably want to make like, I don't know, probably 500 of them, honestly. So I probably should do like all 200, and that should be enough for 500 Divine Super Combats. So this is going to take a minute. Last time I did single doses at a time, but it took forever. I think I'm going to do 2 doses or maybe even 3 doses this time to speed it up. All right, so let me show you guys the way that I do this. So I hop worlds, and then I use my tick counter here where the report abuse button is. And once that gets to 20, I know that I lose my boost. So I need to hop before that. So we'll see here, like once it hits 17, if I hop, it takes a couple seconds or a couple ticks to actually get the hop through. So that's the plan. I'm going to eat and then hop worlds every 17 ticks and do this until I'm all out. So yeah, it's slow, it's tedious, but I think I can get 18, right? Hopefully. Okay, well, I just messed up the boost, but we're down to the last 11 crystal dust anyway. So let's go ahead and use that, and that's all she wrote. Let's go ahead and find out how many Divine Super Combats we just made. All right, so we have 2,120 total doses, which comes out to 530. So I guess the hold the camp method ended up netting me like an extra 30 Super Combat Potions, which is really nice. 530 though feels really, really good. That should last me quite a while. Hey, Fang of Venenatus number 4, I think, on KC 1369. All right, that's the third PKer that's tried to come for me tonight, so might have to call it a night early tonight if I keep getting interrupted like that. It is the wilderness, so I mean, not complaining, but yeah, I'd rather just do it at a time where I don't have to teleport out and reset so many times if I can. All right, KC 1400. What do we get? Some death runes and some ranging potions. Oh, baby, we got the pet, bro. Let's freaking go. That is so sick. I love this pet. 1501 KC, we get the pet. I'm finishing the trip with it too because that's so sick. I love this pet. Heck yeah, man. So that means all I have left is the Voidwaker gem, and we green log it. We will get the green log. Such a cool pet. I just think spiders make really cool pets in general. I definitely want to take some time and read through all this dialogue, but I'm not going to do it right now because, oh wait, what's the Metamorphosis? Let's see. Oops. Let's drop it again. What is the Metamorphosis? Okay, that's like the old Venenatus, and that's the new one. Very, very cool. I actually kind of like the way the old one looks. Very sick, man. Very cool. Imagine I get the Voidwaker gem in the same night as I get the pet. That would be so sick. I will say, it is like kind of weird now that I don't have the pet to look forward to, because that was always kind of like, well, you know, even if I don't get the gem, pet would be really cool. But now it's like, man, I only need the gem. So less to look forward to, less to be excited about. But I think that just means we're going to get it soon. So let's get to it. I'm locked in now. I'm ready. All right, last kill of the night right here. Let's see what we end the night on. 1535 KC. Super compost. But you know what? We got the pet tonight, and that was pretty sick. So we'll take that. We'll take that. That'll keep us going. A little bit of dopamine to drip feed us into another day here at Spindle. Oh, PKer came right at the right time, man. That would have really sucked if it was the Voidwaker gym, but it was just Dragon Pickaxe like number 15. I'm going to see if I can get back there in time to get it, but I'm not sure. That's actually pretty hilarious. The PKer did not grab the Dragon Pickaxe. They didn't stick around to see it on the ground, so we got it back. Not that it really matters, but kind of cool, I guess. Dragon two-hand sword. I haven't seen one of those in quite a while, but that is a unique. I think it's the same drop rate as the Dragon Pickaxe. I'm pretty sure. Maybe a little more common, but rare and a unique nonetheless. That was KC 1564. Oh, we passed 1600 KC. I've been missing a lot of KC because honestly, the kills go by pretty quick. So anyway, that's 1600 KC. I feel like the game is testing me right now. It's trying to see if I can push through the wall. We're going to push through the wall, man. I won't give up. I won't give up until I get it. I'm a little tired of killing this boss, I'll admit, but I won't give up until I get the drop that I'm after. All right, so just a little tweak that I'm making. I hadn't thought about the fact that I could bring a surge potion during these runs. So occasionally I do miss on the Dragon Warhammer spec, and I don't have enough spec to try again. And so the surge bot, it might be able to allow me to get another spec off. Might speed up the kills a little bit. It's going to be a minor improvement, but I figured it's worth bringing it because it doesn't make me lose an inventory space. There's another Dragon two-hand sword. KC 1660. All right, here comes KC number 1700, rune two-hand. There's another unique treasonous ring. I don't know how many this is on KC 1770. KC update, we did pass 1800 KC, and we are at treasonous ring number 4 here. 14 D picks and 7 dragon two hands. and 4 Fangs of Venenatus. So hopefully we can get the green log here pretty soon. There is KC number 1900, 100 until we hit the big 2K. I think today's going to be the day, boys. I think today's going to be the day. We're starting out KC 1986. I've got my pet here with me. Today's the day. I can just feel it. I feel it in my bones, from my bones all the way through my taint. I am feeling it. Oh, KC number 2000 on the dot. I actually saw this KC milestone. Let's go. The big 2K coming in hot. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I knew it. I knew today was the day. I knew today was the day. Void Waker Gem. That has to be, I'm not going to lie to you, that has to be one of the most beautiful drops I have ever seen on the ground. We had to earn that one. 2014, the year I graduated high school. 2014. Oh my gosh. 2014 KC, we get the freaking Void Waker Gem, bro. Oh, I'm so damn happy. I am so happy. Let's let the CC know. Oh, it feels good. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 Void Waker Gem. All right, so 1 Void Waker piece down. Up next, I want to go for Artio. We have over 1,000 KC here going for the Void Waker hilt. But before we do this, I'm going to have to do something that I really don't want to do. I've kind of been pushing off for quite a while. I have some duplicate items in my bank. Like, for instance, let's see. Yeah, I've got like an extra Hydra Claw, 3 extra Synapses, 2 extra Eyes of Iac, some dupes that realistically I'm not going to need. And I want to get a bond on my main account and bond up a 3rd account, because I want to use a 3rd account as a scout so that I can use my main account as a tank. The reason you want to bring a tank is because then you can bring thralls and it's going to get you higher KPH. And hopefully we can knock this one out fairly quickly. But I am going to now have to drop some items over to the main account, which is kind of sad to do because our bank is over 4.2 bill right now. So we're going to lose a little bit of bank value, but realistically, bank value doesn't really matter as an Iron Man. It's just kind of cool to see. It is what it is, though. It's what I have to do for the overall progression of the account. Also, I have 1 duplicate Justy face guard, which I could drop over, but I'm choosing not to do right now because I just feel like eventually they're going to give us the ability to either upgrade Justy or, I don't know, maybe a Raids 4 unique, something like that. I feel like having an extra piece might be worth having down the road, so not sure. That's just pure speculation, but I'm going to hang on to it for now. But I am going to be dropping all of these over. Man, sad to see it all go. Look at that. All right, so with that out of the way, I can go ahead and show you guys the method. I started out by using Mage, but I ended up swapping over to the Bofa for this grind. And in general, it's pretty straightforward. You have the main account stand in the southwest corner of the room and tank. And then you just have to try and be quick enough to swap to Protect from Magic when he does the like slam attack to your main account. Honestly, it's not as easy as I expected it to be. Like you do have to be pretty focused when doing this and playing on 2 accounts at the same time. But it really wasn't too terribly bad. So anyway, this is me kind of trying to learn the method. And you'll see quickly here once I kind of got it down. Dragon 2-hand sword, first unique since the startup here at Artio. That's on KC 1065. Dragon 2-hand sword number 2. That was just a few kills later. KC 1072. Oh, that was KC number 1100. So we've been at it for, I don't know, almost 2 hours. Looks like we're averaging about 51 kills per hour. So it is most definitely significantly faster than Spindle, but it doesn't feel that much faster, which is kind of weird. Like my kills are still around a minute each. So I don't know, but anyway, going well so far. So then, like I said, I did make the switch over to the Bofa, and I just used snakeskin, whatever the little hat, coif, whatever you want to call it is, and the snakeskin boots with this. Now, I did take my quiver, and I actually didn't lock this because I'm cheap, and realistically, it wouldn't be that hard to get another quiver if I did lose it, and I don't plan on dying, so, it is what it is. So, anyway, Bofa, it was around the same KPH, maybe a tiny bit slower than Eye of Iac, but you don't use a insane amount of Eye of Iac charges. I'm going to need those for TOA, I'm guessing. So let's hang on to them and let's just use the Bova for this. It's worth it. Oh, that was KC 1200 that I just missed. Nice. Yes. 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 Thank you. Thank you very much. We will take that. Oh, let me open up my looting bag. We will take that. Thank you very much. That was literally my third kill of the night. We're done. We're done with Artio. That wasn't too bad. That was not too bad. We'll take that. All right, so not a whole lot to talk about there. I mean, that was about 260 KC at Artio. So, I mean, we went over the drop rate overall, but it didn't take too long going back to Artio this time around to get our second Void Waker piece. I was kind of hoping that at least one of these I would get pretty quick, and so was very happy to see that. And honestly, there's not a whole lot to talk about going into Calvarion now. It's a pretty straightforward boss. We're going to be using similar gear to what we used at Spindle, but we are going to be using the, what do you call that necklace? I forget the name of the necklace that works on skeletons and dead crap. So we're going to be using that instead of the Rancor, but honestly, pretty straightforward. You guys know this boss. I've killed it before. So let's just get to it and let's finish off this grind. Also, I forgot to mention we are starting around 500 KC here at Calvarion. It would be great to go under drop rate on at least one of the three pieces. So each is a 1 in 912. So if we can get this before 912 KC, I will be a very happy boy. Hey, there's a unique here at Calvarion on KC 584. We get the Dragon two-handed sword. We've got several of these now. All right, well, I missed a clip, but we actually got a second skeleton champion scroll from Calvarion. That's the second one we've had. Actually, it was from one of the Hellhounds, but nonetheless, we got a second one, and now we're coming in here passing 700 KC. Dragon pickaxe on KC 794. And just like that, we are already over 800 KC. They are going by pretty quick. I think this is a little bit faster KPH than Spindle. We're about 45 right now, kills per hour. A little slower than Artio, but a little faster than Spindle. All in all, this one's pretty chill. All right, well, there's KC number 900. So our goal to go lucky under rate on at least one of the Void Waker pieces is not looking good. It's not aging well. But anyway, there's 900. We're close to drop rate, so let's keep going. All right, there is exactly 912 KC, and I've decided I want to take a break from Calvarion and go actually send a few of these at Vedion and just see if we can get lucky. It's pretty much the same fight, but I am going to have to change my gear a little bit so that I don't risk as much because that is a multi-area. All right, so the monk robes are back out and the mythical cape is back out, but it is what it is. We're just going to send this for a little bit and see. I don't know if this is actually more efficient. I don't think that it is, but just having a lower drop rate just kind of feels nice. So I'm going to just do a few trips here and see how it goes. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh my gosh, we got that on 20 KC at Vedion. Holy crap. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here, bro. We're done. Oh my gosh, we are done. We're done. We're done. And we're out. We made it out. We're done. We're freaking done. Oh my gosh, and now we've got the sandwich lady. Watch us get Void Waker straight into the stale baguette. Damn it, a pie. Ah, too bad, too bad. But dude, we just got the freaking Void Waker. We just got it. Oh my, I can't believe that, man. That is so sick. Oh my gosh. That's actually insane, man. 20 KC at Vedion after going perfectly on drop rate at Calvarion. I was like, you know what? Let's just try a few Vedion KC. Let's just do like one trip. And we got 20K. And actually what's also crazy about that is not only did I, where's my little log here? So not only did I get the Void Waker blade during this 20KC at Vedion, I also, that is when I got the Skull of Vedion. So I actually got two of my uniques from there in the 20 Vedion KC. I didn't get any other Vedion or Calvarion specific uniques in 912 KC at Calvarion. So, yeah, you could say Calvarion was not too good to me, but Vedion was very sweet to me. He was a sweet little boy. All right, so now I believe I have to take these three pieces to the Ferox Enclave dungeon, which quite frankly, I'd never even knew it existed prior to this, but evidently I have to go down there with 500k, but it's evidently not in the wilderness. What's kind of weird about this as well is that I think there's like no use for this dungeon other than coming down here to make the Void Waker. So kind of weird, but we're going to talk to Madame Sakara. We've got all three pieces, the gem, the hilt, the blade, and now we can make it. I have these parts of a weapon. Do you think you could assemble it for me? Yes, 500k. Absolutely worth the 500k. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That just looks so good in my inventory right now, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Just the icon in the inventory alone was a dopamine rush. Now let's put it on. So beautiful, man. I actually not. We're going to actually make it more beautiful because I actually don't love the look of the Void Waker as it currently like in its stock format, so to speak. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, if you watch one of my previous episodes, we did Deadman mode specifically so that we could get the ornament kit for this. So we are going to now get the ornament kit for this weapon. So that is 12,000 Deadman points. We've got 50,000. Okay, so now I think I need to use it on Nigel. Kind of weird. And then I unlock the ornament kit, and then I use the blade, the Void Waker, on him. And now it gets the ornament kit. So it goes from that ugly purple to, check this out. Dude, I love the red. I tell you what, I am a sucker for red and black. I really am. Any icon, anything in the game that is red and black, I'm all about it. That looks so much better. Oh, I'm so happy, dude. That was a long time coming. We can go over the KC again, but we went dry for all three pieces. The game made us work for it, but all in all, it was worth it, man. We got the weapon we needed, and now we can move on. We can move on to bigger and better things. And with that, I think it's time to call it an episode. This one took me quite a while to put together and to get all the content for, so I really would appreciate if you dropped a like on the video. And if you haven't subbed already, we're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so I would really appreciate it. But without further ado, we'll call it here. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Adios.